Hey guys, Jim here from DrinkABeerandPlayAGame. And a couple weeks ago, Brasel the Gamer made a really good video about his top 5 most played Nintendo Switch games. Now, they're not his favorite games, they're just the ones he's put the most time into. It was followed up by a video by Wally Wallcakes, and both videos will be linked below in the description. And I figured, that's a fun idea for a video, so why not? Let's take a look, let's see what I've dumped the most amount of time into. But since we're a beer channel, we have to do it a little different, so we do 6-packs around here. So first up's going to be a game that shouldn't be a surprise because of how much I talk about on our podcast, but it's Tetris 99. It's just a genius concept. Take Tetris, make it a battle royale. You would think, how's this gonna work? Well, they made it work really well. It's not flashy, but they just have that perfect balance of risk-reward that you always have with Tetris, along with adding in the new offensive and defensive mechanics, and it just makes for a hell of a time. It's also a really bittersweet entry because I still haven't gotten first place. God, I hate myself. But yeah, great game. My 5th most played game, Streets of Rage 4, which is funny because it's a newer title, and really, it's just one of those games that, God, I'm so happy with how it turned out. If you know me, you know how much I love the Streets of Rage series, and I was a little skeptical when I saw the first trailer like everyone else, but did they just hit it out of the park? The music's great, I like the graphics a lot, but the gameplay is just so tight and familiar. They perfectly encapsulated that feel of Streets of Rage 2 while making it a little faster, adding a few quality of life improvements, and all the new characters and bosses and enemy types were just such welcome additions, plus all the little Easter eggs. It's fan service out the ass, but it's also just a great game on its own, and well deserving of being in the Legendary series. Alright, so my 4th most played game is going to be Smash Ultimate, and I mean, Smash is going to be at the top of a lot of people's lists for something like this. There's so much content in here, and I'm not a guy who really plays online a lot. I'll play with my one buddy, but besides that, I've spent all my time single player mode. Between all the classic modes and all the unlocks you have and the World of Light storyline mode and this, the spirit table and everything like that, there's just so much to do that, I mean, for a completionist to get everything, it'll take you so many friggin' hours. So, yeah, Smash Ultimate. What more can I say? My 3rd most played game, YuGioh Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. So, what is this? Basically, this is a love letter to Yu-Gi-Oh! It seems like it was built on a budget because it is not flashy. It has still images and text boxes to go through the story mode of all the different anime. But the game basically goes through the entire history of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game. There is just so much content here. And going through each saga of the anime, it takes so long. This is my 3rd most played game. And through battles and rebattles and mirror matches and stuff like that, I'm not even through all of GX yet. I've always been a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, but I have no one to play with anymore, so I'm just glad I have a game where I can just play everything. And now I can actually try out all the new game mechanics that I can't spend money on and don't have the time to, so this is way easier. So yeah, if you're not a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! This won't make you a fan, but if you are a fan of Yu-Gi-Oh! It's basically a must-have. My 2nd most played game, I think it's an underrated title, was Super Mario Party. Now, yes, I know, Mario Party, stupid board game. Look, I know a lot of people are probably rolling their eyes because they hear Mario Party and they check out. Which, I get it, but this game is just pure fun. I love the mini games in it. The tables are pretty good. If I had one main complaint, it's that there's only 4 tables, and for whatever reason, they've never had DLC to add more tables. I don't get it because this is one of the highest selling Switch games. Makes no sense to me. It seems like easy money. It's been 3 years and we finally get online play with the tables. So maybe they're finally coming back to it, but given the state of the world in the past couple years, this is one of the few games my wife will play with me, and during lockdown, we played the living hell out of this. I wish we had online back then for the height of lockdown, because then we could have played with our friends. But now that you have that option, there's almost no reason not to get it, because it's just a fun time. So it might be short on actual content, but if you have someone to play with again and again, you're going to get your money's worth out of this. And my most played game on Nintendo Switch is Rocket League. Man, I got a lot of normie stuff on here. But you know what? I am a huge fan of pick up and play games. You don't get much better with that than Rocket League. Say what you want about being owned by Epic and Tencent and all the microtransactions, and it's just, made to milk kids out of money, whatever. The core gameplay is just too damn fun. And the funny thing about this being my most played game on the Switch is I haven't touched it in probably a good year, if not longer, maybe a year and a half. But the time I spent when I first got my Switch, this almost never left the console. Like, this was one that I play with my friends, this is one that I play online by myself. I'm probably going to boot it up after I'm done making this video because it's been too long since I've played. I just love it. Like, it's that perfect, just one more game kind of game where you could lose a close one, you could get your ass kicked, you could dominate a match, and each time you just want to do it again or try to do better. So, it's pure, stupid, simple fun, and it's one of those ones where if you like it, you're just going to keep coming back. There's a reason it's one of the most popular games out there. Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. As always, if you enjoyed, please hit that like button. Leave a comment below, let me know what your most played Nintendo Switch games are. And if you're new to the page, maybe hit that subscribe button. It would help us out a lot. And as always, check the links to our other video game reviews, our 6-pack videos, and we are the home of the Power Hour podcast, which is also on iTunes and Spotify. Until next time, guys, cheers.